Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is actually going to be a Bound for Glory 2010 preview video. I just want to defend this pay-per-view. A lot of people were saying that they're disappointed about the card or what have you, but in my opinion, I think this is going to be a great show. I'm saying this main event is going to be, I'm going to guarantee it. This is going to be the best Bound for Glory main event by far. We finally get a main event without Sting in it. I'm not saying the matches that Sting had were bad. I'm just saying that, it kind of got repetitive. The matches were good, but they just weren't. None of them were just had the potential to reach that amazing level. But this match here with Angle, Jeff Hardy, and Mr. Anderson has potential to be great. It has potential to be a great triple threat match and potential to be the best Bound for Glory match of all time. And I would have liked to see Angle versus RVD, but at the same time, TNA could cash in on that down the road. They could get a good buy rate with that main event. At Bound for Glory, their buy rate probably would have been the same amount anyway, so it really didn't matter. It sucks that Rob Van Dam had to vacate the title and all that stuff. It seemed very, very random, seemed very confusing. That's something that you really don't want to see happening with a very, very young company like TNA, a company that's fighting to get recognized, that's trying to compete with the WWE. I mean, that was a terrible, terrible move. Just to strip someone of the belt that had been champion for 4 or 5 months. Just not a good decision there. But yeah, let's get down to this main event. Kurt Angle has won a record saying that this is going to be an amazing match. Kurt is guaranteeing it. Kurt actually is the mastermind behind, the booking, not the booking of the match, but the structure of the match. I'm sure some people didn't want to find that out, but, that's what it is. It's going to be great, though. I'm not sure who's going to go over here. Personally, for me, I think Angle should win the match. I know Angle just won the Battle Royal on Impact, but I think Kurt needs to win this match. 41 years old, the guy could still go. He's still in better shape than half of the X division. And I think you really need to cash in and give Kurt Angle the championship one more time. And and I'm not saying that Kurt Angle, I know he doesn't want to be a gold hog. He doesn't want to, act like the Triple H of TNA and all that stuff. But at the same time, this could be great for Mr. Anderson. I think they could have a rematch at Lockdown, this time for the championship. It could be a huge rematch there. So I think that's the time when you could give Anderson the belt. I don't think he's quite ready yet. I think he's hitting his stride, but, still a little bit corny. I will admit that. But he's getting better, though. He's getting better in the ring. He's getting a little bit more comfortable in TNA. His passion for the business is back. So if Anderson did win the belt, I wouldn't. I think he deserves this, so I wouldn't, complain too much. And then Jeff Hardy, I think I was great that Jeff is in the match. Jeff could still go. Someone like Kurt Angle can bring the best out of Jeff Hardy, but in my opinion, I just think it'd be kind of stale to give Hardy the belt right now. I don't think it'll go too well. I think fans will start to turn on him if he's going to carry the championship. But him being in the match is great, though, because he's perfect for triple threat matches. So this is going to be this is definitely going to be the best Bound for Glory main event to date so far, and I'm going to guarantee that. So what else do we have on the show? We have, Hulk Hogan can't wrestle in that tag match, so we're going to get Kevin Nash, the Pope, and Sting teaming up in a handicap match to take on Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe. This could be good. This could be very, very interesting. It's a big time or a big chance for Samoa Joe to step up and carry the match, carry the bulk of the match. Jarrett in there with these guys. I mean, this could be a solid 3.5-star match as long as Kevin Nash is used to a minimum, and then you got Sting in there. Sting could still go. It's great for the Pope being there. Pope's going to get a huge rub out of this. This could be very, very fun. Not just for the match, but for the interaction. So, but I personally thought it would have been cool to see Hogan come out there and interact with these guys, even if he didn't wrestle that long. I thought it would have been all right. I wasn't like totally shitting on it like some people were, but. Hogan's in intensive care, so he will not be participating in that match. All right, so let's talk about Generation Me and the Motor City Machine Guns Ultimate X match. Now, I actually like this match. I like the fact that they're going in this direction. It's a rematch from Destination X. This time it's for the Tag Team Championships with the titles hanging down from the Ultimate X. Now, last time they did the match, it was just for the X. And I hate it when they do Ultimate X matches when it's just for that, when you just have to pull the X down. It just the match just seems a little bit less important. But with the titles on the line, it feels a lot more important. Now it's Bound for Glory. These two teams could pull off something sick. They have amazing chemistry. These two teams have had great matches in PWG and great matches in TNA. This match is going to top all of them. I'm going to guarantee you that. This is going to be the second best match of the night, or arguably the best match tonight, depending on how much time that they do get. I imagine this will probably open up the show. This would be an amazing match. At the minimum, this is going to be a 4-star match. And I think Generation Me should win the belts here. Actually. Oh, you know what? Yeah, how long have Motor City Machine Guns been the tag team champions? They haven't had it for that long, right? So it could go either way here. I think this would be huge for Generation Me if they win the belts here. But I think actually, what the more I think about it, I think Motor City deserves a longer title reign. So I'll probably say Motor City should retain here. Then they could have more matches down the road. Just straight up tag matches without any gimmicks involved at future pay-per-views. So then we have Rob Van Dam versus Abyss. This is a pretty wacky storyline. It's kind of cheesy, actually, how they took out Rob Van Dam. I still say it was a bad decision to take the belt off of RVD without him, dropping it clean to somebody. It's just something that you just shouldn't do, But, Rob Van Dam and Abyss, they had a great match on Impact from the whole effing show. Great hardcore match there. But I still think they could top it, though. I think Van Dam's going to want to prove to a lot of people that he's worth the money. Bound for Glory, Van Dam's going to give a great effort. I think Abyss knows how important this match is. They've been building Abyss up like a monster. He's in a lot better shape now. I think Van Dam and Abyss, it's a great combination because Van Dam loves to wrestle with a mixture of athleticism and hardcore. And Abyss is the perfect guy for him to do that with. And I'm expecting this match to be great. I'm expecting there to be some big bumps. Abyss is actually going to reveal his new stable. We'll see how that goes. Abyss is supposed to be fired after this match is over. So we'll see how that plays out. There's a lot of great storyline stuff that, kind of leaves you scratching your head about, what direction could this go in. It should be very, very interesting. So definitely looking forward to that. I think that pretty much covers up the whole card. I mean, I'm not so sure what they're doing with the X Division guys. Also, you got the Lethal Lockdown match. You got EV 2.0 versus Fortune. Led by Fortune led by AJ Styles, EV 2.0 led by Tommy Dreamer, or Mick Foley, whatever you want to say. But yeah, this has potential to be fun. And a lot of people don't like the fact that they're booking the Lockdown match out of Bound for Glory, or Lethal Lockdown. But it's potential for some huge bumps. I'm sure AJ's going to pull out something sick here. I'm definitely expecting that. This is going to be a nice clash of personalities, though. This match definitely has personality to it. Because you got two very, very different stables here. I like the Fortune stable. The ECW guys, I'm not high on them coming back to TNA. I'm not really thrilled about them getting contracts or what have you. But this match is potentially to be good. A lot of hardcore stuff going on here. It could be some very, very vicious bumps in this match. I think it'll be fun. I'm not saying it's going to be the best Lethal Lockdown match of all time or whatever, but we should see some pretty entertaining things. It'll be entertaining. I guarantee you that. Referee, so that should be very, very fun. Overall, this is going to be a good show. I'm going to guarantee it's going to be better than Glory by Honor, better than WrestleMania. It's going to be a great show, so definitely check it out. All right, next part of the video, really quickly, I want to talk about Ring of Honor. I know some of the guys might not want to hear this, but if you're interested in Ring of Honor, then definitely pay attention to what I have to say, because I'm a lot of people were defending Adam Pearce, and a lot of people I went to the shows with saying, they screwed Adam Pearce. But honestly, for me, since he took over the company, it just doesn't feel, like the company that I used to love. I still love the company, but it just doesn't feel right. Something is just missing. It's been a great year and everything like that. Jim Cornette definitely helped out a lot. But, Mr. Narrator just talked about this in his video, how the undercard feuds have been lasting forever and they're very, very dull. There's a lack of personality in the undercard. And my biggest problem with Adam Pearce was not every single show delivered. Just because a show was easy to sit through doesn't mean it was a good show. Gabe Sapolsky has booked a lot of shows which were very, very tough to sit through. A lot of them dragged. But at the same time, those shows still have matches that delivered. And you still felt like you got your money's worth, But Adam Pearce has went out of his way and put on shows that he's just kind of like stuck on iPay-per-view DVDs like Eye of the Storm 2 and Buffalo Stampede 2, just kind of like as throwaway shows. Like, they didn't really mean shit. And they didn't deliver at all. Maybe they're easy to sit through. Maybe they're fun a little bit. But, bottom line is those shows did not have matches that made people want to go out and buy the DVDs. And that's something that Ring of Honor needs to do. If the DVD sales are down, then you need to deliver and, promote, better attraction matches, better dream matches. And that's something that Gabe Sapolsky always did. Every single show, he tried to make it feel like big time pay-per-view, and I think that's something that needs to come back. I think that's something that Delirious is going to bring back to the table, and I think the show is going to get a lot better. And like some other people are saying, we need to see more personality. As far as personalities go, and as far as storylines go, um, you know, the, I just think it's been a weak year for Ring of Honor, a weak couple of years for Ring of Honor. But I'm saying there's been good shows from here and there from time to time. Like overall, 2010 has been a good year because they haven't been running that many shows. But I think a lot of that you could credit to Jim Cornette. But since Adam Pearce has taken over, there's just been way too many shows that have just given you absolutely nothing. But I think that's going to start to change now. And I think that's pretty much it for that. But I'm not saying this has been a bad year for Ring of Honor. I'm just saying it's a little bit overrated. I think the Steen and Generico feud is a little bit overrated. It's been a good feud and all that stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think it's dragged on a little bit too long, actually. I just think a little bit too long. And, the stuff with the Embassy and Necro Butcher, that shit had just dragged on just a little bit too long. And it was just bad booking, in my opinion. So, and people don't seem like excited for the company like they used to. You really don't get that feeling anymore. Like this is must see. And the other problem is ROH on HDNet. In my opinion, it's kind of hurting the company a little bit. The show is actually getting better. It's here and there. The show is very very good as far as wrestling goes. But one of the reasons I'm glad Adam Pearce is gone is because sometimes we saw stuff on the show that just kind of like turned you away from it. I've talked to people before. I said, hey, have you ever checked out Ring of Honor? He's like, yeah, people, I've been hearing so many great things about it, but I saw it on HDNet, and I was like, what's the big deal? I saw this guy, the Necro Butcher, and I saw Prince Nana, and I just wasn't that impressed, so I changed the channel. So I think that's a problem right there. I think it's a huge problem. I think the show needs to improve. And I do think it's a good thing they got rid of Adam Pearce. I mean, to give Adam credit, he booked a lot of good things. 2009 was a good year, not great. 2010 has been very, very good, but I don't think you could credit all that to Adam Pearce stuff. So, but Delirious is supposed to be a hardworking guy and everything like that. Austin Aries is finally down with the company. I'm not sure what happened there. I think it's a mistake to get rid of Aries. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm having trouble finding out. I can't find out the exact reason as to why Aries is leaving. There's rumors about him not getting paid. There's rumors about ROH not knowing what to do with him. Then there's rumors about him signing with the Florida promotion next year. So I don't know what's up with that. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about Bound for Glory. Let me know what you think about Delirious as the booker for Ring of Honor. And all right.